And but Satan wants to take the world towards a certain destination. That's his goal. But he wants to keep it a secret from us, because he promised us a lot of, he wants to promise us all the things that Elohim promised us, but he cannot produce it. He cannot give us a wonderful peace. He cannot give us a wonderful love. He cannot give us eternal life. He just can give us counterfeits, something that will make us believe that we have it. So whatever he can give us is inferior, and he doesn't want us to be aware of that. So he does it all in secret. Now let's say that wherever he's taking us is the north. That's where he wants us to go. But he doesn't really want us to know what it is. Because if we know what it is, we'll know it's not good enough. And then we'll say, 1 second, if that's what you give us, where's the true thing? And then we'll look for the real Elohim. But that's what he doesn't want us to do. So he cannot hide from us where he's taking us. And the way he does it, instead of telling us that we're going north, he actually makes a lot of groups, organization, political system, religious system, cultural system that's going northeast or northwest, and all kind of angles. But let's say on two. In reality, sometimes he gives us more than 2 options. But for make it easy, we'll talk about 2 options. So whatever we have a choice between northeast and northwest. We as human, we look at a small picture. We believe that the other option is enemy or adversary or argument, but we don't know that we're actually working together to get to the north. So let's say Republicans and Democrats, liberals, conservative, Protestants and Catholic, Jews and Muslim, capitalists and socialists, they all look at the other option as the bad, and they're choosing the good one. But in reality, they're not working against each other. They're working together unknowingly to way that they can get towards the north. Let's say creation and evolution. I already talked about it. So there's the evolution theory and the 6-day creation theory. They both were given us by the Satan, and people argue about them, and they can argue about them forever, because each option has got the 2 basic foundations. They have some truth in it and some lies in it, and people will always attract to some truth in one side and would be rejected to the lies on the other side, and they'll believe in one of the options, and they can fight for that for trillions of years. But what they're doing basically, they're just setting the stage for a future where the Satan is going to present his truth. Obviously, the Satan really, although he's the one that's developed and pushes both theories, in the end, he doesn't want to use any one of them as the end result. He's got another option. Now, the true story of the creation in this example is actually going south. But obviously, the Satan wants us to not realize that. That's one of the things he's doing, is to hide the fact that we actually have to go south. But by doing those 2 theories, where one goes northeast, one goes northwest, he basically set the stage for one day in the future where it's going to present the true story of that he chooses, that he chooses. Not that it's not going to be truth, it's going to be another lie, but the main one. That's what he's aiming. And I'm not going to tell too much about it, because there's a lot about it which I don't know, more when I don't know about it than I do know. So now people will have to wait and see what it's going to be. It's going to include some kind of explanation. If it's going to include UFOs and other explanation that will explain, will be, I don't want to say it will be a combination between evolution and creation, but it will be some explanation that the religious people that believe in a 6-day creation theory would say, oh, this is exactly what we meant all the time. And the people that believe in evolution theory will say, oh, this is exactly what we believed all the time. And that's how he's going to brainwash people, that even that evolution and the creation are technically adversary of each other. When he's going to present his new system, the one that would be like his final solution, everybody would say, oh, that's exactly what we meant. Same thing about financial system. The capitalist and the socialist will all say, oh, that's exactly what we said all along. And the Protestant and the Catholic will say, oh, that's exactly what we meant all along. And the Jews and the Muslims, and the Zionists and the Arabs. And that's is a genius in that sense.